aware that crime has been on the upswing in the United States for the past decade and is still mounting. Our next guest is a man who wants to do something about that. Please welcome Gilbert Ulysses Nelson, president of the Fernwood Gun Association.
Thank you.
Mr. Nelson, we've got crime.
Yes,
The
probably
whole nation.
a lot more than we need, too.
Absolutely. The whole nation's got crime. And crime has got to be a problem. There's so many problems around.
Yes.
You think you've got an answer, huh?
I know I have the answer.
Well, all we need then is the question, and I think I have the question. The question is very simple. What's the answer?
Right. The problem is, in this country, that the average citizen does nothing to combat the criminal. He simply sits back and ignores the problem. Or he waits for his next-door neighbor to act. But that neighbor, 9 times out of 10, doesn't either.
9 times out of 10. That is incredible.
How many would you say out of 12? I'm just trying to figure the full rate there. Probably if I project it to 20, it's probably about 18 out of 20, depending on the situation.
Probably. It is 18. I just don't think we need to bog ourselves down in statistics right now, okay?
Right.
The answer to curbing crime is simply to get Mr. and Mrs. America to fight back.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, how can that be accomplished?
Well, we of the Fernwood Gun Association want to get legislation passed to make it required that every citizen of legal voting age owns a gun. It'd also be required to register their firearm and preferably carry one. If they choose not to carry one, there's no penalty, but it's their funeral.
Here. I'd like to say I couldn't agree more. You know, for a long time, criminals have had it pretty darn easy in this country. Look at this. They pay no kind of taxes whatsoever.
Right.
They work any hours they feel free to. They don't have to punch in a time clock like the average working Joe. I say, here. It's time we got tough with them. Here.
Okay, so we arm all of those of voting age. There's your thought. Make this proposal work. These people must be prepared to use this weapon. If they didn't act before, here's my point. If they didn't act before when a crime was committed, how do you know, even if they're armed, they will act now and they'll use their arms?
Here.
All right.
Arth, we thought of that, and we have the answer. We're prepared to give cash rewards for the shooting and defending of oneself with your gun.
And to give you an incentive to defend yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Now,
Rather than a penalty for not defending yourself.
Right, correct.
quite often, not defending yourself is its own penalty. What are your guidelines here? It seems like you have to really take some effort and understand this thing. How will this cash reward that you're speaking of, how would that be given out?
Well, Barth, I have some cards here that will show my point much better.
Okay, can we get...
Picture's worth 1,000
We might want to
words.
move this, Mr. Television, you know, with the camera. There we go. Are we getting glare? Are we getting glare on that?
But the cameras take a good shot at you there.
Are we getting that in there? Okay. So it's blue.
This is the first time I've been on television.
Okay, well, don't be nervous.
Oh, I'm all right. Well, what the cash awards will be given out this way. $200 for killing a criminal in the process of committing a crime. A little fumbly with the cards.
I wish they were heavier and fell faster. We don't have that back.
I never thought of that.
Okay.
$150 for a critical wounding. $100 for a serious wounding. $75 for fair to good condition. $50 for a creasing.
Flesh wound, something like
Sort
that.
of a gun joke we do.
You guys must have fun down at those smokers.
There's humor in guns. And of course, $12.50 for a good pistol whipping.
That's wonderful.
Now, as I see it here, you know, unless you really got lucky, you couldn't really support yourself on this. You'd have to have a regular job, a daytime job.
Yes, Jerry, you would have to have a regular job.
But I'm always interested in the term good condition after someone's been shot 3 or 4 times. The reports say they're in good condition. You know, I work out every day of my life, and I don't really consider myself in good condition. Here's some criminal with 4 shots in him, and he's considered in good condition. Makes you wonder if you're living the right kind of life.
I thank you for dropping by. I'm sure someone might be interested in your idea. The average American now can take care of crime in the streets and put a little cash in his pocket.
Right.
Sounds pretty good. Good idea. We'll be right back after these important words. Don't go away.